Recently, I was at the Bronx Museum. I got to perform for their Bronx Story series, and it was a wonderful experience. In this video, you'll get to see me perform, and you'll see clips of the people who were there, some of the other performers, and I hope you enjoy the video. This is the front cover of the program, and that's me on the back. We are at the Bronx Museum of the Arts, and tonight I will be performing for Bronx Stories, which is a series that the Bronx Museum puts on with different performers to combat stereotypes of the Bronx. And what I had to do was pick a piece of art and be inspired by that piece of art, and also incorporate the Bronx in some way, shape, or form in my piece. The artwork is a fist. It's a black power fist, but the way that it's drawn, it looks like a tree and its roots, but the roots also kind of look like a hair pick. So I decided to focus on some black revolutionary thought to inspire the piece.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Why?
Because I feel like my poem isn't long enough.
How long does it have to be?
I don't know, but they gave me 15 minutes. So I'm going to have to talk about my poem and then do my poem to make it longer. Going to the second floor?
Coming to the Bronx Museum of the Arts. First thing I want to know before I get started is how many people have been here before? Alright, okay. Alright, so how many of you are from Staten Island? Queens? We're here, Staten Island in the house. Alright, okay. Brooklyn? Alright, Brooklyn better not be in the house. This is strictly boogie down, so who's from the Bronx?
What up, what up, what up? I'm so happy to be doing this in the Bronx. A big thank you to the Bronx Museum of Arts for having me host, and also just for having this series. For so long in the 1900s, the Bronx was the mecca of art. In the later half of the 1900s, I don't know what happened, but it seems like everything is in Manhattan and Brooklyn now, so this is awesome. It's coming back up here to the Bronx. I'm really excited about the poets we're going to hear tonight. I'm really excited about seeing the art pieces that they chose. Now the poet that we're going to have who chose this piece to perform in front of it and talk about it came all the way down from Albany, New York. So I don't care if you've taken a bus or a train or a car, Albany is far. Alright, so they travel a long distance to get here. She has a BA in English, and she's exploring the world of poetry translation in her master's thesis. Yes, getting her master's. What's up? Yeah. Which is focusing on a poet from her family's homeland in Haiti, and I may say the poet's, I may say who she's writing about, the name, I may say wrong, and she can correct me. Philip Toby Marcellin. I totally said it really wrong. She gave me the evil eye, so when I call her up, she will correct me. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Danielle. Please give it up for her.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So the poet that I'm working on my thesis on is Philippe Toby Marcellin. So you said Toby right, but the other two need a little work. But this piece, when I came, I chose this piece for several reasons. It has the pig, and obviously you see my hair.
Beautiful.
And then the fist, and then the pig looking like roots just kind of caught me. So I tried to get the Bronx and this piece together. When I think of the Bronx, I think of hip hop. And then I started thinking about revolutionaries, since this is a symbol of Black power, revolutionaries that have been through the Bronx. And Stokely Carmichael was a big one that I focused on. And the quote that I used in the beginning of my piece is by Stokely Carmichael, and I mentioned it twice in the poem. The other person that I thought of was Claudette Colvin, who moved to the Bronx after her case in the South. So she was the one who refused to give up her seat on the bus 9 months before Rosa Parks, but doesn't get the same acclaim that Rosa Parks gets. So those are some people, and then I thought of Grandmaster Flash and Furious Fire, which I kind of hint towards them in the poem. But I'll get to the piece and stop talking.
No, we love you.
Thank you. I also work with kids. I work at the Boys and Girls Club, and I'm the program director in Troy. And that's another passion of mine. I do visual art, and I do poetry and all of those things. I think it's really important for people to do what they love. Because there's no other way to be happy unless you're doing exactly what you love to do.
And you work with children, I respect that. I respect that.
Yeah.
But the audio back there, you don't hear that?
This is gonna be interesting. Do you need this mic? I don't need this mic. Okay.
I don't know the audio, right? We hear that?
Yeah. Is that gonna bother you? No? Okay. All right. Can y'all hear me in the back? Yeah. Okay. The first need of a free people is to define their own terms. Stokely Carmichael. These are the terms set by the outcry of lost power and the rise of the fist in spirits oppressed by gross cowards, hiding behind media and political agenda. Thus, to amend the thought of silenced protest in societies where race is still a dirty word. If it had not been clear before, I am rooted in a fist, palm raised, 5 fingers tight closed around freedom. I am from the school of Harriet Tubman. I seep from the darkest soil, grow like a sequoia tree. I am freedom boiling like an underground spring, rising in a warrior-filled ancestry. From Africa to the West, from huts to bodegas, from dust rolls to subway tunnels, from shanty towns to project buildings, I sing to the people. Hear my voice from ancient drums to hip-hop beats birthing in the Bronx, where survivors survive and hope stays alive between the eyes of young people breathing the city air, where movement is king. This is to assure this fist will remain until the mass incarceration of the mind and body ends, and stereotypes no longer stroll freely in the cool of the day. Despite ideologies that would have us believe we live in a post-racial society, This is to affirm that my identity will not be swayed, defined, or devised into a political statement whether you like it or not. I will teach what I have been taught. I will fight what has been fought until it is well understood. I am rooted in a fist. This fist beats on this drum. This drum beat is my heart. This heart beats out this blood. This blood pours out this pain. This pain becomes my power. This power becomes this fist. I am resilient. I reseal ends loosed by violence on the non-compliant, non-complacent to the latent progressions of our time. This fist is a protest. It will never forget. Yet it will not let me get fear in the heat of the summer. I will sit in the sun on purpose. This blackness will not be purchased, negotiated, or coerced. These roots will continue to grow thick. These words said will be spoken. The day spent will be worth it. This fist is a commemoration. Every wrinkle, every line, recording freedom unsung. For fighters of freedom who died by the rope, torture, and or the gun. For those exiled by choice, by force, and or imprisoned. For stories put neatly or chaotically in boxes. For Kwame Ture, Bobby Seale, Emmett Till, François Dominique Toussaint Louverture, Dessalines, Mandela, Angela Davis, Marcus Malcolm Martin, Claudette Colvin, Diallo, Bell, Louima, Asada, from the first to the last, and all in between, this has been and will be the terms of the free. Power to the people, power to those who dare to expose broken glass everywhere with 5 furious fingers flashing in a fist, to arms raised like trees with wrists that do not flinch. This fist is for the resistant, for the rich in spirit, for the defiant, and it will remain raised. 5 fingers, tight closed around freedom, lest anyone forget this. I am rooted in a fist. God bless, baby. I'll do a piece about Haiti. And since this series is about breaking stereotypes in the Bronx, this particular poem is a poem that I wrote to break stereotypes of Haitians. Because every time they have Haiti on the news, you hear about Haiti being the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. That's like Haiti's last name. And that's all they have to say about Haiti. So this poem is all the other things that they don't think to say. It's called Beyond What They Say. We are beyond it. They say we are the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere. We are beyond it. They say we run in hills barefoot with dust in our hair. We are beyond it. They say we made a pact with the devil, that we threw hexes with voodoo to overthrow colonial gurus. But who knew? We have more people going to church than Tuga and Lugaus, and so what? We still dance and swear our hips to the music of mountains, where our ancestors hit plotting. When we were slaves, when we were rebels, when we were revolutionaries revolutionizing revolution until we were free, we revolted. We signed no papers. We took their papers. We made new papers. We negotiated with no one. 1804, we spent war on our kidnappers because we were people. We were people with dreams. We had lost our mothers. We had lost our fathers. We had lost our land. We had lost ours. We were angry. We were hopeful. We were determined. We were black. We were black blue. We were the people, Negroes, La Belle Antilles. We were the richest colony in the world. Sugarcane, cotton, cocoa, tobacco, and indigo. Haiti, land of mountains in the Arab language. Despite poverty's wind, we stand like mountains. Despite the drought of death, the flood of false promises only redefines our size. We don't move for the convenience of others. We stand like mountains. We stand like we stood aside Americans in the American Revolution fighting for their freedom while we were still slaves. We stand like Boukman, like Toussaint, like Christophe, like Jean-Jacques Dessalines. We stand like Wyatt, who let black Americans emigrate to Haiti before ethnicity, before island rivalry, before when just being black was the thing to be, because we are one. We are African, period. They say we're not Americans, but the American city Chicago was founded by a Haitian, Jean-Baptiste Point de Sable. They say we live in hell. We live on earth, in Altibonite, Gonaïve, Port-au-Prince, Port-au-Prince, Jacmel, Brooklyn, Boston, Miami, Spring Valley, the Bronx, Connecticut, Georgia, Montreal, France, Jamaica, the world. They say you can't even pick up a prostitute down there without genuine fear of AIDS. Well, you can't pick up a prostitute anywhere without fear of AIDS. Literacy rate is high. We are beyond it. We have become linguists. We speak French, Creole, English, and Spanish. We have become presidents, prime ministers, doctors, lawyers, RNs, LPNs, teachers, poets. We have become. We were enslaved. We were taken.
But we have become Haiti, the second oldest republic in the Western Hemisphere after the United States, the oldest black republic in the world. For our sons, for our daughters, for our freedom, we made dying beautiful. And it doesn't matter now what they say. They say we are the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere. I say we are beyond it. Come on,
From the BX collective, a sick mind infested. Hard for me to breathe cause my life is so congested. Rocky is the road so you know I'm battle tested. Feeling worn down, something far from majestic. Sometimes I feel like my soul's been devoured. The 99% voiceless with no power. But I can't spend my whole life feeling sour. Cause you never know, you could go at any hour. Who am I to give any type of advice? The only thing I know that it's a complicated life. Sometimes it's nothing but a roll of the dice. So I live it up, cause I can't do it twice. Friends there see me tap death through the puddle with mud on my shoes, cause I roll through the road. Call it off, push it. Oh man. Push it through this everyday struggle. I'm dancing in the rain. Dancing in the rain. I feel no pain. I feel no pain. Gonna be okay. Gonna be okay. I see a brighter day. I see a brighter day. Yes, we're dancing in the rain. Dancing in the rain. We feel no pain. Feel no pain. Gonna be okay. Gonna be okay. We see a brighter day. We see a brighter day.
But God bless the child that's got his own. That's got his own. Yes, the strong get more while the weak ones fade. Empty pockets won't even make the grade. Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own. That's got her own.
I had an awesome time at the Bronx Museum. It was definitely fun. I was a little nervous beforehand because I knew I had 15 minutes and my poem wasn't 15 minutes long. I ended up doing 2 poems. I kind of wish I did more to fill up the 15 minutes. I didn't realize I could just do my own thing or do other poems that were unrelated to what I was doing. But it's all good. I had a great time, and I met some great people. So hopefully it leads to more experiences in the future and other gigs. And definitely want to go back and perform there again.